Abusia, after say Ghana Armed Forces, a helicopter Z9, ekotehwe ewo Adansia Krofrom District. Wa bra na aka se simaka krebia mo madu oboase ba bia no mokwa akoye program ne de. After that no, eho na amaye hu se Ghanaian se emu dodo na no investigators because obia ne reasons are oma efa sa helicopter Z9 hu te ekotehwe ye no ebi mu kiremu a helicopter nempo anti anhwe mid air and a blaster ya ho spare parts ni ade etibegu form according to amanfo bi nso ebosi ye na helicopter no pilot no drop it down kakra na ekopem mountain no se dua o se den o obia ne explanation a owo edefa sa helicopter Z9 we hu na finally investigation team and search team His Excellency John Dramani Mahama te omo na emu military ni emu police for no bo modern ko hu black box according to omo no sa black box we na containing all the things that happened in that helicopter before say ebe crash no any even after say a crash ye nimpo all bia fa hu bia no audios ni ade bia fa hu bia no sa black box mu emu wo enti according to mpanifo de omu kire mu sa black box yi enya de Ghana for ebetimi decode information na ewom no I just say Chinese for na omo ankasa manufacture helicopter no omo ebetimi decode information bia ewo black box ni amayetimi ehu ade property so ansa na sa helicopter we eti ababe from na de enti Ayeka TV ya babetena ne say Kwaku Anan according to Kwaku Anan ochiremu investigations bi akoso afa sa helicopter we hu ama ono nso aba abonten ama di onim sa investigations mu nyina no Kwaku Anan edi ni nyina aba abetoto honom according to Kwaku Anan no ochiremu sa helicopter crash we enya de accident de biara da ochiremu amanfo bi na orchestrate plan ni nyina omutimi execute na amana look like say accident na so after say investigation no no real outcome beba there o say Ghana fo nyina be hu say sa helicopter Z9 ekotehwe ewo Adansia Krofrom District no enya de na accident de biara da amanfo bi na share kira omo sa ne omani nyina enti Kwaku Anan sema ode ababeto wo de emu otu ye pabusi onya subscribe ya na ebe so babo mode anu subscribe na afen so wa kire wa adwen comment section honom se bibia ebe ye kama memo review se obe mia notification bell no so se de be ya the video bia tu ma na onso wonsa aka no anya bia hwe yembo rem yenkotie Kwaku Anan sema ode ababeto honom afa helicopter Z9 we.
Some of the passengers on board were calling. Yes. They knew said they were in the midst of danger in midair. There's a mafia group on what Ghana. There's a high suspicion said the spotlight is thrown at them. Said they are part of a group also engineer the crash of the helicopter Z9 helicopter, military helicopter. Mika say I've intercepted a copy of the forensic report we investigate the aircraft. I've intercepted a copy. Now, there's a mafia group on what Ghana. There's a high suspicion said the spotlight is thrown at them. Said they are part of a group also engineer the crash of the helicopter Z9 helicopter, military helicopter. Yeah. That baby says, "Dear no way, sir, mafia group no more here than one." There are lots of groups were also here than air transporting gold illegally out of Ghana, and ever since I ban we buy no, I said no. On my coin, MSR transportation of gold, basa, and cost no be seizes I don't know the gold board no, ever shown, and no, a inferiority a lot of. Syndicated groups they bring around the world. And mafia groups will bring you most of them Nigerian Igbos. Gold business no very rough. And to my imagine say no. Any top government officer be or shame or ACC or they will target them and eliminate them any friend Vincent, they will surprise the government. Surprise attacks. Yeah. They are going to resort to surprise attacks on the government. Women are very rough. The intelligence report, the aircraft took off from the Air Force Base 0912. 0912. Mathematics, 0912. This is all part of the report. 0912 will take you over. In between 0921, the aircraft lost on the radar. So we had mathematics now. How many minutes the aircraft will losing radar?
That was about 9 or 10 minutes.
Let's go. Check me here.
Because 0912 it will take you off.
0921, the Z9 military helicopter.
Oh, that's about 9 minutes.
Again, between that period, not helicopter, the destination is so drew, about to say, Ujina Accra, na Uko, Ura, Venison, Ura, Mufense, Amasama, and they grounded down. 3, helicopter, the report is also nipping the rotors. Rotors, Ayɛdɛ woman say and so forth today. Now, they are also blaming it on engineers who were supposed to work on the rotors periodically to give the aircraft in its good standing. Why should the helicopter catch fire in midair in all attempt to land? What in the kakakaka or fahano in trying very possible so being baby landing. At that time, aircraft some of the passengers on board were calling. Yes. They knew said they were in the midst of danger in midair. Pilot, or you one of an experienced pilot, 2, or a pilot are you training to pass through things like humidity, and I say bad weather. Okay? And then at the same time, night traveling. The worst case scenario, pilot is also a pilot known say where push come push, stand up. You will use instruments, what we call the instrument on the what? On the console. Yeah. Obey using
because the battle is squadron in back it row.
So under no circumstance that pilot, even if it's a bad weather, he will not be able to he would have to use the instrument. On the console is not they are navigating way up to destination. But somehow the aircraft in the middle hit something, huge question mark there. And then the aircraft, the pilot was dismobile. In the Ebasa, with that power to be able to stabilize the aircraft into a safe landing position, or finding difficult. Again, during that time, the surrounding na essential water, sa mid in Meponwa, Nini crew. When Tinian Fenro, to win Tinian Fenro, the Abana said, if he helicopter said Rotano, losing the control there, forget about anything about the helicopter. A bag grinded down, say bam. And so from the median one, take a nose dive straight. No any blades in from gram. Enti womo pre was so kakra o. Passengers on board pre was so kakra. And at that time no munim say it's about their fate and surviving. Intenya the lights they saw death staring at them coming. And it was like nobody has any way to escape. They saw death zero down at them. So more prayer. I'll
come to you.
My view of the matter is theoretical lectures. But the truth of the matter is that we have to express our position on the matter.
Yeah.
But let people who are close to it and all what you said theoretically is true.
But that's what
emergencies are emergencies.
Yes. We are starting from what should be the ideal picture.
and then we are moving to what happened. And then if you can fill us in.
What kind of ideal picture are you looking at?
Because there are rules. There are rules. There are manuals.
Flying in local area doesn't have ICAO and they don't have authority on them.
Who doesn't have authority?
Or ICAO and the rest, all these organs.
But I'm not saying they have authority. I'm saying they have standards which we conform.
But have the Ghana Air Force fallen below the standards?
That's what we are getting to. So let's describe what
I'm describing this as a former pilot, and I'm telling you what we see.
Good. Okay. So you are going to fill us in with why those ideal standards were not met, which I guess is...
Let's summarize one after the other one. I'll go up on it.
Okay.
You know, an aircraft is prepared. First of all, a tax order comes from whoever is requesting a flight. And it goes to the Air Force. And they look at the kind of air support you need and which platform can perform that. That platform is selected before the aircraft is pushed out from hangar. The ground crew will do all the tests they have to do. Then it's up to the squadron to appoint who is going to fly it. That person should have the requisite qualifications to fly that aircraft from point A to point B. They will not put unqualified person to go and fly. We have classes, license A, B, C, D. Whether we have all flight, whether master, we have them all. And these VIP flights, Ghana Air Force has been doing for years. We lost 2 helicopters with considerable number of people, 7 and 8. We lost the Beaver aircraft with 8. Accidents happen all over where there's aviation. It is so that maybe when an accident happens, they will go and pull a book and say, you should have done this, C, and B.
Actually, that's what we do. That's what we do.
You do outside. I have been involved in aircraft.
But I've also read the reports of investigations.
You have read, but they have trained.
So we cannot assume that
listen. They have trained officers
because
who
they
have gone on courses on these investigations. But first of all, it's locate where the crash is. That's the first thing you have to do. And we forget that this accident happened in a heavily forested area. If as soon as they lost control of it, we don't even have the beacons from here to Boise.
But what does the manual say? What is it?
And then a pilot
and
comes in.
Investigations are conducted.
I'm not saying there shouldn't be.
We shouldn't.
A flight is giving
create the impression that these matters don't have any standards and therefore it's all a matter of practicality. I'm saying that there are rules.
But the question is it the first time a plane has been down either in Ghana or elsewhere?
But each of them we can investigation, right?
Right, I'm telling you the procedure. You know, you are giving me a flight, you do your plan. And there are separation heights from every obstacle. If your plan is okay, you know your takeoff time and arrival time. This thing happened in Mayday, and we are saying that where it happened was a very heavy set area. You can't drop soldiers to go there. Are you going to drop a parachute that they hang on trees?
So if you have an insurgency, hang on. How are we going to do with the insurgency?
Ground forces are part of it. They should get there. And it took them almost 2 hours.
No, but I don't understand your point. Please explain.
Why don't you understand?
Because you say you cannot
send the troops there. How do you take them there?
No, that's what I'm asking question.
How do you take them there?
Relax. If we had an insurgency in that forest, how would we act as a country?
You have to move soldiers from point A to point B. Yes, the soldiers are not scattered all over Ghana.
No. What I'm saying is that we can move soldiers there.
You are talking about this situation. And I'm telling you that it takes time, or it took time for the ground, about 1.5 hours. They still hadn't gotten to the crash site. And for them to go there and indicate where the airplane landed. You talk about transponder. This is a transponder issue.
I didn't say transponder.
You mentioned it.
That was on the radar issue, not the beacon in the craft. It has nothing to do with the transponder. If it's flying, the transponder communicates with the radar.
All aircraft are purchased by users. It depends what you want to put in the aircraft. They are not standardized.